everyone, to Tech Tuesdays here. Kevin Hunter and Harry Brelsford are your hosts of the show. And we're going to be talking about the all the amazing things that people can, investments they can make in tech here for the holiday seasons moving upon us. We have Black Friday just ahead of us. There's going to be a small business Saturday. There's all kinds of shopping opportunities here in the areas of tech. Do you have any favorites yourself, Harry, that you wanted to talk about?
Well, I tend to emphasize Small Business Saturday because I don't think it gets near the outsized publicity of Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So I always want to make a note of Small Business Saturday because, Kevin, those are my roots. But I will tell you this: I've already spent my first dollar for Black Friday. I bought a couple of tickets. I'm currently in Austin, Texas, and I bought a couple of tickets on Friday for a rival game, University of Texas Longhorns versus Texas Tech. It's rival weekend. So now you know what I know, my friend.
There you go. Well, one of the tech gifts that I think people actually should consider, because you know how much traffic there is from Amazon and all these online sources where you can order things right to your porch. Well, There is more and more reports in the news of people's packages being stolen, these porch pirates, if you want to call them that. And one of the things that you'll see showing up on these gifts here over the holidays are the things like the Ring system. It's kind of there it is. Yeah. It looks like a doorbell. It's got a little camera right above it. The cool thing about this particular tech item is that you can get an app on your phone with it, and you can be gone to work and somebody comes onto your porch. It'll immediately give you an alert. And if you look at YouTube and some of the other places where these Ring video doorbells have been in place, the people have been able to thwart a theft on their front porch because obviously the spoken voice coming right over the doorbell, what are you doing on my porch? Scares the crap out of them and away they go. So in the world in which we live and how we shop, and so many people bringing a gift right to their doorstep, think about the Ring system or one of the other security systems, and many of them will be on sale here during Black Friday and Small Business Saturday and all of the shopping opportunities between now and Christmas.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to give that a hairy number one for the year. This be the season of the Ring doorbell, because not only that, Kevin, not obviously it's going to, as the example you laid out on the package protection and so on, but other nefarious and black hat activities that may not be a package theft or can be recorded. I mean, it's really changing evidentiary discovery in the legal system, right? I mean, solving crime, kind of like DNA solves crimes. That's what I'm trying to say. So let's give that a hairy number one for the year.
Excellent. Well, I noticed on one of the links that you shot over, you had this Cougar Armor One gaming chair. Let's put that one up there. There you go. Your thoughts on all these? You know what? This is one of the examples of a piece of furniture that you can get that's specifically designed for gaming. There's a lot of them. This one came up on your radar. Talk about this, Harry.
Well, what it is I bought one of the, back in the .com era, not to age myself, but you may remember the status symbol was those Aran chairs, the fishback chairs. I believe back in the day they were $2,000. And I still have it, ironically, but it's still a good chair. However, look at this, $199 for an ergonomically designed chair. And if gaming's your thing, that's fine. But I have a friend slightly older than myself in the tech industry. He's in his chair all day with multiple monitors, and he has invested in a chair, right? I mean, dude, you have to. He's not getting any younger. And there's really something about taking care of your body and having a nice chair. Invest in a chair. And this looked like a good price. So we're going to give this a thumbs up for the year.
You know, the thing is, and maybe some of our gaming audience can comment on this in the comments on the video and in the live stream. Are there tools on this chair that, can be used for somebody who's simply just a techie type person, maybe not necessarily a gamer, but you think of all the technology tools that would be appropriate for gaming. I would think that for just normal computer use, there would be some tools that really cross over and are useful to the person who's just maybe a MSP or somebody who works out of home doing computer support type work.
Yeah, think of it like this. Here's an analogy that I think I can land is I'm a fairly active cyclist, one day at a time, one pedal at a time. But you got to get fit to your bike, Kevin. If you don't go in and get your bike fit, you have knee trouble. You get the nummies in your hand when you're holding the handlebar. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about a chair that you can micro tune, fit the chair to you, right, for prolonging productivity. Bottom line.
Yeah. And for anybody who spends any amount of time sitting in a chair in front of a computer, you know how that can actually be pretty dang tough on you.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
All right. So what's next on the list? I see these sock it to me socks.
Yeah, quickly. I mean, this, you know, we keep it real. Let's have fun. It's the holiday season. I picked this for another thumbs up because the most popular item at booths at the technology trade shows we covered this year here on Tech Tuesday, the most popular gift was customized socks. And you know what? You can always use a pair of socks if you're a biker, a hiker, a skier. And socks have a funny way of getting separated and lost. So shout out to socks. It's a great gift. It's a great booth giveaway.
You know, so you're saying it was the number one seller or the number one gift at the trade show, the tech trade show.
Right.
How interesting is that? Well, that's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, everybody's burned out on all the traditional Chotsky that you get at the booth in a trade show, right? Along comes socks, and I'll take two. I'll take two pair.
All right, sounds good. Well, next up here are the nerdy backpacks. And here's something, Harry, you do a lot of travel, so I'm sure you see the same thing. I was just on a flight out and back to the Michigan area, and I noticed that many of the shoulder bags, you know how the airlines will specify what size your overhead bag can be. That specific size bag that people tended to carry, which was like a shoulder bag or like a hand carried bag that they brought on, almost everybody now is using the backpacks. And I noticed a few of these backpacks, like the blue one here standing up, looks like it is equipped with wheels on each side and a handle. And the backpack that I was using, or the carry-on bag that I was using on my most latest trip, was a backpack with built-in wheels and a pull handle. And I'll tell you what, for the stress that you end up with on your shoulders and things like that from just carrying bags through the airport, wow, was this ever nice.
Yeah. Again, you know, take care of the body that takes care of you. I want to shout out to the Center backpack. So at the trade shows, very popular attendee gift. Now, this is different than a booth giveaway, but when you're paying $1,000 at a trade show or $2,000 at a conference, they often have a gift when you sign in. The gift of the year was backpacks of the color gray with branding. So the branding might have been, well, you know, when we broadcast Black Hat back in early August, they had a backpack and it would have said Black Pack across the gray, Black Hat, Black Hat. But what's interesting, I believe that show was right around 30,000 attendees. Boy, that's a lot of Black Hat backpacks, my friend.
There you go.
So,
well, another tech gift that I want to mention, because they have actually been in circulation for a while now, but they keep coming up and more revisions to this all the time. These are the otherwise known as the Fitbit or anything similar to that, the wristband that you can wear that tracks your fitness, your walking, your bicycling, you know, your workout times, etc. A lot of different ways that a Fitbit can be used. And for people that are more interested in, you know, getting out and getting that exercise done, and yet because of their busy schedule tend to forget their workouts and going to the gym. Well, there you go. You got. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna interrupt you. Forgive me. I only do that once or twice a year, but you're showing the Fitbit Versa too. So I've got a great story about that.
Excellent.
And it's probably a whole other show. 2 years ago, I went to the clinic in Seattle for sleep therapy, and it changed my life. Right? You know, you get the diodes and all that. You know, I hit it head on because I was snoring, I was this, I was that, I was a little heavier. Hit it head on, lost some weight, sleeping like a baby. The one thing I don't have, Kevin, is the watch that does the monitoring, right? I've got the mask and the other CPAP and all that. So a friend of mine, just the other day, knowing my situation, she texted me that the Fitbit Versa 2 was on sale. Look at that, $200 down to $150. Now, the story gets better. So I bought it. The story gets better. I'm traveling through Austin, Texas right now. I don't really have an address to ship it to. So I shipped it to an Amazon locker. The nearest one is 27 miles away. My son's here for Thanksgiving week. So his job today is to go to the Amazon locker, put in the 6-digit code, pick up my Fitbit Versa 2. And Kevin, the next time we're on Tech Tuesday, I'll have an update for you. But I'm fired up, man. I love sleep. I love good sleep.
Okay, well, another little shout out that I want to give out is actually to a site that is familiar to both of us, may not be to everybody in our viewing, listening audience. That's Newegg, newegg.com. I don't know how much shopping you've done on this site, but here's something I just want to share with our viewers. If there's some of the latest, greatest available tools and tech, and you look at them and you go, wow, that's $500, $600, you know, whatever, a couple $1,000, they can be really, really expensive. Well, one of the things that Newegg quite often will have, and you can see they got some Black Friday specials going on as well, but one of the things that Newegg will often have, and I have tried their equipment many, many times that has either been renewed, restored, rebuilt, whatever, but it's some of the nice high-tech tools. They've brought them in, they've rebuilt them, they resell them, and sometimes they're as low as 25% of the retail cost of that product going off the shelf anywhere else. And so it's worth taking a look, because there's a laptop sitting right here on my desk today that came from Newegg. This was a restored, rebuilt laptop. This one was about 30% of its original cost retail-wise. Performs beautifully, and I have cameras and other pieces of equipment that I bought from Newegg as well throughout the seasons, and I can tell you that whoever they have working in their background and whoever's combing over these things from the tech-wise, they do have excellent people working for them and doing this work, because I have yet to return anything that I built that was restored, you know, that I bought that was restored or rebuilt from Newegg. So I give them a big thumbs up for what they've done in the area of tech.
Yeah. We interfaced or interacted, or I guess in the old days you said we just talked to Newegg probably 15 years ago from my core company, SMB Nation. We found out it was a different market. So SMB Nation is the services provider, and Newegg is probably a little more B2B, B2C. Mm-hmm. Great people though, love them. Just two good people that couldn't be married.
There you go.
Love them.
All right. So anything else in the area of tech that you want to mention here on our broadcast today, Harry?
No, I mean, I think, let's keep it real. Let's keep it focused. Let's keep it simple, because I'll tell you this, the tendency with these tech lists is I did my research. I mean, I have my own opinion, and if so example, the Fitbit Versa 2, I have my own experiences. But Kevin, as I was doing research over the past few days, there are a lot of geek gifts lists. There are a lot of gift lists. And sometimes there are 101 gifts. It's overwhelming. Let's call it good. Let's get let's make sure people can get outdoors and give the turkey the hot foot. So I think we're good on the shopping season officially begins very, very soon. Final point. Have you noticed the shopping season starting earlier and earlier and earlier with the Black Friday branding?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah.
There was Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas stuff up in many of the retail stores that I was in recently out in the Midwest. And that was before the Halloween holiday. So it's kind of funny how all of that is melding together, and they're taking advantage of these people all around the horn. So, yeah, great stuff as always. A lot of great things, a lot of great gifts in the area of tech. I would tell our viewing audience, do a search on Google, and you can find Amazon's top list. You can find top list that is put out by a bunch of different organizations out there. So go ahead, do that. Have a little fun here with our holiday seasons approaching. Kevin Hunter with Harry Brelsford here on Tech Tuesdays. Enjoy your holiday shopping. Till next time, take care.